There's a small handful of people that may remember when I wrote the song Beauty of You. It was sometime in 2005 or early 2006. And I remember the We Desire album first came out in 2005. And I remember being a little bit bummed out that I hadn't written that song in enough time to get put on that album. Because it was very soon after that album came out that I wrote Beauty of You. And it was inspired by a message that I heard. The basic theme of the message was the fact that we can't comprehend the greatness of God because our minds were not created with the ability to comprehend the greatness of God, the mysteries of God, the beauty of God, all of those things. And for centuries and centuries, philosophers and, Bible scholars and all kinds of educated people have been trying to figure out and comprehend and explain the greatness of God. And the fact is, it can't be done because our minds were not created to be able to do so. And, I've sat in college classes where professors try to negate the miracles of God by just explaining, it's the course of nature or whatever. And to me, I'm like, I don't want to be able to comprehend the greatness of God. I don't want to be able to understand it or explain it. Because if we could truly understand or explain the greatness of God, the beauty of God, the mystery of God, then what would we have to stand in awe of? And I much prefer standing in awe of God versus just being like, oh yeah, well, that's not a big deal. That's not a surprise to me because I know this or I know that or I know this about God or that or whatever. And I would much rather choose to stand in awe of God than to be able to explain the mysteries of God and the awesomeness of God that I'm not created to be able to explain to begin with. We can read all the books we want. We can educate ourselves as much as we want or can, and we will never truly be able to understand the greatness of God, the beauty of God, the mystery of God, the awesomeness of God. I don't know that awesomeness is even a real word, but I'm using it. To do so would require us trying to do something that we weren't created to do. So I say, instead of us trying to figure out God, let's just choose the better alternative, which would be to stand in awe of Him and who He is and His beauty and majesty and awesomeness. Yeah, I said it again. That is the story behind the song Beauty of You. It's available on the Crippled album. See, there it is, right there. Beauty of You. You are my God, I stand in awe. I am amazed at the wonder of it all. My heart sings of the beauty